Hello everyone, welcome to BizzTalk World Talk Show presented by Clickaway Creators. Today we have Ms. Sweta Pittala with us with 14 years of experience in business consulting, program management, and process improvements. She is a strategic thinker who can define capabilities that organizations require to achieve superior commercial and customer outcome. Hello Sweta, thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Abhishek. Thank you for the introduction, and I'm happy to be here. Likewise.
Yeah, please brief us about your journey so far.
Yeah, so I was born in India in a very happy family, had a very loving and fun-filled childhood, where me and my sister were both indulged and disciplined at the same time. So growing up, I always had the freedom to voice my opinions and make my own decisions, while my family has always been right behind me to support and pick me up. I was treated as an individual right from the childhood, somebody who has, my own mind and capable of making decisions as to what is right for me. And that actually has helped me quite a bit, even for today, when I am in a complex situation. I always feel confident and fearless and can, make plans of, what are my next steps and, go about it. So coming to my education, my dad was in a government job, so I did move around a lot as a child and studied in 7 different schools until my 10th grade. And then I did my graduation in Osmania University in Hyderabad and then moved on to Australia to pursue MBA. Fell in love with Melbourne and also met my special someone there and started my professional career there in itself. So most of my career has been into management consulting. So that got me the opportunity to wear different hats in the space of business analysis, product strategy, change, and portfolio management. And I had the privilege to work with some incredible people along the way that have sort of nurtured me and given me a chance to explore new opportunities that helped me really grow. And being a consultant, I've got opportunities to work across diverse spectrum of industries and technologies. And I've been part of some major transformational projects as well that did help define my expertise in product strategy and value articulation. So after spending about 12 years in Australia, I moved back to India a few years ago and have been working here since then. Last few years, I've been working at ThoughtWorks, a great culture to be part of, and everybody should experience this at some point of their professional life. So last couple of years in ThoughtWorks, I had been part of the commercial strategy team. So working on defining and implementing initiatives that help grow our business by consistently delivering the value for our clients.
Wow, such a great journey so far.
Thank you.
Okay. So you have seen a lot of success in your career. So did you find or did you face any obstacle in your path so far, and how did you overcome and supersede them?
I did not have any dramatic struggles as such over the years, or even if there were, definitely did not hinder my growth. As today, when I look back, I don't remember them to be struggles. However, there have been instances where I had to put in additional effort and push myself a little harder to build credibility. And I've always looked at problems as opportunities to sort of prove myself. So one such instance that comes to my mind is way back when I got into the people management role for the very first time. And every person in the team reporting to me was at least 5 to 10 years more experienced than me. So for obvious reasons, not everyone welcomed me with a happy heart and had doubts on how I could add value to the team. So the initial few months involved a lot of nurturing relationships with the team members, building a camaraderie, getting to know their aspirations and how we could collaborate, to meet the objectives. And constant communication with the team, check-ins, and being transparent, acknowledging what the team knows better than me and giving them the due credit. And involving them in actually shaping up the team's vision has actually helped quite a bit for me then. And to this date, I continue to be a mentor for a few folks from that team, and that to me is a success and
That's
gives me a
really,
high.
really
Yeah,
amazing. Yes.
right.
So
Yeah.
you want to add something here?
No, and so the other thing I could sort of, think of is, there was one such point in time where I ended up in a very toxic work culture where there were a lot of regional politics at an exec level, and that was hindering my growth. I did initially take that as a challenge and work my way through it. But to me, cultivating culture and surrounding myself with positive people is very important. And I believe investing in my time and efforts in companies that enrich my growth rather than entangle it. So I had decided to move on and found a right place. I say that and believe that you should always know your worth and don't let external factors sort of affect your passion.
Absolutely, absolutely correct. So my next question would be is what are your methods of team or people management?
And having mostly worked in a consulting role, there were instances where even if I was not directly managing people, I still have to be expected to provide guidance to the team and manage their work on collaborative projects. So making sure that everyone on a project works well together as a team and efficiently accomplish, the objectives uh, can be challenging at times. So I adapt my style to various personalities in the workplace. Managing others effectively requires to identify what motivates different people and find ways to emphasize those motivating factors at different stages. And I believe that getting to know your team is really important because some people require hands-on coaching while others work well when they're given freedom and flexibility. So I spend time cultivating every team member's individual potential and get to know what inspires them, what supports their work, and the level of knowledge and skills that they actually bring to the workplace. So, knowing how someone works best and assessing their competency helps me assign tasks effectively. And also, I can that way address issues in the most productive way. And I also work with the team to create goals upfront because that then keeps everyone focused on how their contribution impacts the success of a project and also, for their own growth. I believe like positive reinforcement is also highly effective. Um, like,
Absolutely.
yeah, and I appreciate, when someone is doing an outstanding job and encourage other team members also to celebrate, each other's success. And I'm also tactful and direct when giving both praise and constructive criticism because to get most out of the others, you must be able to be honest about their strengths and weakness. And just as it is important for me to give constructive feedback to others, it is also critical for me to seek feedback about my ways of working. So I always ask for inputs and suggestions on how to make myself better and seriously consider on how I could go about implementing some of the suggestions.
That's really a great way to manage your team. Uh, it's really nice to have both the sides, like criticizing your team in a constructive way and value their work in the right manner. It's
Right.
really
And I,
amazing.
yeah, and I always believe it's the team, that contributes to not just an organization success, but even for your individual growth.
What's your take on women representation in IT industry, and what are your views on it?
Times are definitely changing. To early on when I started to where we are today. Fortunately, my early years of professional life has been in Australia, where I don't know the reason behind it, but somehow Australia and New Zealand, in terms of ratios, do have a lot of women representation in terms of leadership roles. And so that has actually given me a lot of opportunity to observe people, learn their ways of working and be more aspirational as well. But definitely, there is a lot of improvement for more women representation, especially in the leadership roles, not just, at the entry level, even that is the case. But I believe the root cause to it is right from the beginning. Like, even if you look at enrollment of students in STEM subjects, there are a lesser percentage of girls who actually enroll into these subjects at their high school and higher up compared to the boys. And I think it needs to be changed right from the mindset of enrolling into subjects to working their way through making the career choices, right? And even today, there's a lot of organizations that are intentionally, doing women drives. And me being at ThoughtWorks, we constantly monitor ourselves as to, what is our gender representation criteria, and what are some of the ways that we can bring in more non-male candidates into the organization, so we have the right representation. And also, I'm looking at starting a new initiative as well, especially that addresses, girls enrolling into STEM subjects right from the school itself. And yeah, I'm still working through, with few other folks on it, and very soon we actually want to, go ahead and implement it.
That's really a great initiative. Yes. So, what would you advise to young professionals in your industry?
Yeah,
What's your
I want
observation? Yes.
right. So I want to keep it simple and say, be the entrepreneur of your own life. Invest in yourself, learn new
Very well said.
skills. Yeah, explore new avenues. Step out of your comfort zone, and don't be afraid to steer left when everybody else is going right, because you have to believe in yourself and make choices that work for you, and that you're passionate about. And personal branding today is very important for everybody. It's not just for products, but for individuals as well. So stand out and showcase your expertise, experience, and personality that you want everyone else to see in you.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Sweta, for sharing such great insights with us. And we really look forward to having a chat with you again on some other trending topics in the international business industry.
All right. Thank you for your time, Abhishek.
Yes. And for our viewers, if you like this chat with Sweta, please like and share this video, and also subscribe to Clickaway Creators YouTube channel. Appreciate what we do, and you have more coming from the industry leaders. Abhishek for BizzTalk.